Hello, welcome to Krafting Kitty. My name is Erin. It is Friday, which means it's time for picking up the project with the book. Fridays with Fred. So what's Fridays with Fred? Basically, I bought this book. It's Knitting the Neighborhood, the official knitting patterns of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I want to make everything in this book. However, I don't have a preference as to the order. So I'm making a project and then you guys vote what you want to see me make next. Just picked up the kiddos from school, so if you hear them outside the door, that is what's going on. Yeah, so I don't care the order. So you guys are voting and I go forth and I create it, and when I finish, I make a new one. I am currently on the 5th project, I believe, and we are making a sweater, which is the Nurture Cardigan by Carla Patrick. There's a picture. Now, as I've said before, these are not the actual patterns used by Nancy Rogers. These are replica patterns. People looked at the sweaters Mr. Rogers wore and designed something pretty darn similar. I mean, if you know what you're doing, you know you can model a garment. So, I'm making that Nurture Cardigan. Kiddos, let's get along, please. Thank you. Haven't even been home 10 minutes. Okay, making the Nurture Cardigan. I finished the back piece and the left front. I'm currently working on the right front panel, and I did a good amount. I have finished the armhole decreases, and so this is my marker for how long I have to do this section. I've got a couple more inches left, and then this is the marker where I left you last week. So a good couple of inches. I try to do 2 rows a day, so a right side and a wrong side row every day. It helps me keep track of where I am in the pattern. I am to the point where I move that up to 4 rows a day. 4! So that helps the whoosh part of the pattern happen. Like I said, I've got a couple more inches to do this, and then I do shoulder decrease, and there's a little decrease here for the neck as well, and then we'll be done. It's gonna be close next week, but I'm going to bet it will not be fully completed next week. But in 2 weeks, there's a very, very high likelihood it will be done. Although it is Easter, and next week the kiddos have a couple of days off school. They didn't get Good Friday off, but they're getting a couple days off next week. I can't get the book back in the package in my bag. Okay, so there you go. Quick update. Oh, the yarn I'm using. I am using... I've got very little of this skein left, but I'm using Big Twist Party. From the color is, I'm not looking, Spiced Wine. Yes! I don't know why this one is so horrible for me to remember, but Big Twist Big Twist Party. This was a wonderful yarn. I adored it. They brought it back for another run, but of course, it looks like nothing's happening with the Big Twist yarns. Sad face, but there's always more yarn. Yeah. Oh, if you saw my premiere yarn opening the other day, thank you, Shannon. Thank you. The yarn I'm using for this project, was supposed to be my flax sweater. In Shannon's video today, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. She mentioned looking for patterns to use for a yarn she had gotten. And she said, oh, I think you want something more simple, like the flax sweater. Flax sweater in my puzzle cotton. That's the new plan. That's my plan. So, thank you, Shannon. I had intended this for the flax. It didn't quite happen, but I do feel like that Vista puzzle cotton is, I mean, it's a nice neutrals, earth tony palette. I don't think it's quite the same as this, but it's definitely in my wheelhouse of colors I enjoy. Okay. I don't know why I had to go into that. I think flax got in my head because that's what this yarn was supposed to be. But it's becoming a very lovely cardigan, and I am very much liking this cardigan. I'm thinking the flax with 3/4 sleeves. Well, let me know if you've made it. I've never made flax. Flax is by Tin Can Knits, and yeah, so 3/4 sleeve flax sweater. Someday it will happen. Love you all. Let me know what you're working on. If you have any project plans that popped in your head or things came together. I love it. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay. Bye.